right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, the vessels alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hands up, ladies! Here we go! Hands up!
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. Third down here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton here from the gun. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. It's caught by Treadwell. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Hands up, lead.
Check 55, Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now on 2nd and 16, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Watch this.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He completes it to Boyd. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And Wilson has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Caught. It's Wilson. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now it's Rosen looking. And a completion to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Dalton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check 24, check 24.
They run it with Balazs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Rosen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But
Yeah.
let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a half halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10, 45-yard line.
65.
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Rosen will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Laquan Treadwell. Brings up the 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
He's checking. Crash.
Again, it's Rosen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
368. 368.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Crunch, crunch.
Third and long here for Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Dalton now. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see that.
Dalton now to pass. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here goes Cam.
55, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on third and long. Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Show it up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch that. He's coming up.
They'll run with Mixon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Laquan Treadwell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Go. Go. Check three.
Regular. Hey, Alpha. Stop.
1st and 10 for Dalton. This one hauled in by Sample. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hands up, lead.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hands up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Dalton sets up play action. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
24. It's 24. There you go. There you go. 368.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. That's complete to Darboh. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now Dalton hauling it in, Nelson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be Dalton again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And it'll be Dalton again. Finding Green complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Another chance for Dalton. Green brings it in. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw here, Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Andy Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now nothing but Green ahead of him. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. Again, it's Balaj. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back to laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I